Assalamu alaikum. Today I will tell you a program which will be based on client server. I will use netbeans. There are lots of IDE available like Eclipse, JCreator, but I will use a netbeans. Uh, okay, I will open netbeans. It will take some time, no problem. Here you up new project options. We can choose, or we can go file options and we can choose new projects, or we can choose here with Java application. Now we'll write here project name. I am writing client, but here some error because it's already stored, because we'll choose different location and name also. Now I'm writing client shock is now okay, has taken. Here is the code window. I will write code here for the client. Okay, here I will use the try catch block for this client programs. I will use the try catch block. In the try block I will write the codes for the socket that will use in client server. Okay, here is the socket, and this is a socket, and the socket variable we'll call it by a new operator that's used in the call for object. We'll pass the local host and port, that's a parameter. Okay, port number. I is showing the error because I did not imported the Java socket library file. I will import the Java socket library files, or you can write or you can click on the error button. Now we will write print string. It's used to send the data which we will use. The data we will send it in the server. Okay, we'll pass the parameter shock variable name and get output stream. Okay, here is showing error because did not imported the library file. Okay, I will import after the writing system out.print. I use this for the show something in a output window for the easiness of the user. Enter something, it will show the output window. Okay, I will import this for the print system library file. Okay, now I will send the data by the input stream variable. Input stream reader, it's a byte of a stream which can be used for the stream of data. This is a code for input stream reader. I will pass the parameter for the input stream reader system.in. Okay, I will now write buffer ed reader is the buffer class. Similarly, input stream reader, I will use the buffer ed variable and new operator for the object calling. Now I will pass the input stream variable inside the buffer reader. Easy. Now I will import this as usually on click of the error button. Spelling mistake. Oh, got it. I will use the statement for the send the data. It will use to send the data which will be in the PR socket. It will send the all data in the server class. Then I will use server class, select project. We'll write here server name, project name, any one name you can choose, but it should be different. Okay, finish. New window for the server socket. I will write here code for the server socket. Similarly, likewise client I written already. Here I will use the server socket, the try catch block for the accepting the data which will be which will come from the client. Catch exception handler, exception ex variable. Okay, I will write the code inside the try block, server socket, and variable name, new operator for the calling of object, server socket, and I will pass the parameter to the port number only. Here, socket name for the accepting the data, variable name for the socket will be accept the data for the server side by the server socket. Okay, I will pass the okay. Now I will use the buffer for the accept data which will be stored. Okay, buffer ed reader. Yeah. Spelling mistake. Yes, I will pass the parameter and call the object name input stream reader. I can write it separately, but I will write inside the parameter, no problem, both are the similar. Likewise, you have seen in the client server, I written both are the separately, but I am writing here inside the buffer ready reader. I am passing the parameters. It will work similarly. Spelling mistake, I think. No. So, library file. Okay. Now I will receive the data inside the string variable. This will be a temp ed by this statement read line. Okay, here we go. Now I will show output, which will come from the client side. I will show the output by temp, which will be in temp variable. It will be shown in the output window. Here we go. Just for output I am writing here for the well understanding for the user. As we need plus, yes, okay, got. Okay, here we go. First I will run the server socket. We need to run for server, then need to run client. First I will run the server. Okay, here we go. You will see output, client and server. Okay, we'll run the first server, then client. The client asking the enter something, but is not accepting the something problem. They're not taking. Oh, I forgot to write the read line statement. Okay, here we got. Yes, I will take the string variable. Just like a scanf which we use in this C language, just for the taking input from the variable from the keyboard. Sorry. Similarly, I will pass the temp variable, and it will send to the server. Okay. Now we'll check again the output. Client. Now run. Yes. Now asking the value. I will type here hey. Can see here. Yes. We got. This output shown. You can see here output shown. Now, if you wanna give an acknowledgement to client from this server, I received something, then you can acknowledgement to the client because client don't know. I sent message is still reached out or not. Then you can send the acknowledgement. By the writing this code, I am writing this code. You can see here print stream. As usual, I have written in the client socket for the receiving the input. I will write here also import similarly, and it used for the send data to any other client or server. Okay, I am writing here. Will pass the sorry. Okay, I am slicing in temp variable. Error, why? Because I used 2 times tmp variable and I need to differentiate it. Okay, got it. Println, okay, I will pass this tr in this println parameter. Yes, now we have to receive, which will come from the server socket. What will we write? Buffer ed reader. Similarly, as written I already in the server socket. You have seen already buffer ed reader. Inside the buffer ed reader, I will pass the input stream reader. I can write it separately, but I will write here inside the buffer ed reader. It will work both similarly. The input stream reader. Okay. Error. Oh yes, I got. I have to differentiate it. Okay. Now we'll receive the data by the string variable. Why a string variable? Because data is the string type, string input stream reader. That's why I will store in tm variable read line. Yes. Now we will print the output, which will come from the server side. Likewise, previous time we have seen similarly. Okay. Now it's time to run the program. Yes. Now client. Yes. Asking the input something. Right here, hello, how are you? Yes. Press the enter button. Yes. Yes, I've got it. Hello, how are you? Client output. Server output. Yes. Done it. Now the code I used, you can see again. It is a very simple, but you have to specify the socket, and in the server side we'll need to write server socket and port ID only, port address